Patrick Cook here. So welcome to another session of our Mandelbulb3D Gotcha series. Now, in this particular session, I want to show you something interesting, a little annoying, not catastrophic, but kind of annoying. Shouldn't really dampen your day that much. But it is important to know where these various gotchas are. Now, please refer to session number 1 of this Mandelbulb3D Gotcha series for an introduction and explanation of what I'm trying to accomplish with this Gotcha series. Okay? I think the first 8 minutes or so, I talk about what we're trying to do with this Gotcha series. For this session, let's get right into it. Now, you got something pretty cool here. I've got a Mandelbulb running. This is just the default after you open it up. No big deal. I don't need the navigator, and I don't need the animator window for this. So we're just going to keep it nice and simple. We're going to stay within the main view. Now you got something pretty cool with this. If you go over to the lighting panel, you'll notice here that you've got multiple tabs. Okay? Object, ambient, dynamic fog. That's what defog means, dynamic fog. You also have this thing called a back pic, the back picture. Now you can do some very important things with this back picture. Now I first want to point out something very, very, very important. All this blue, all this background here in the Mandelbulb application, it is not transparent. There is no concept of transparency with the Mandelbulb application. As a matter of fact, if you go, say, save a pic, all right, if you save that to a PNG, that particular PNG will not have a transparent background. You probably know, well, if you don't, you can read up on this. A bitmap, a BMP, does not support transparency. All right, it doesn't have what's called an alpha layer. All right, you've got red, green, blue layers. All right, and you've also got in modern imagery, you have an alpha layer. Now that alpha layer is not necessarily black. It's not necessarily white. It is the alpha layer is a layer that doesn't have a color assignment. It is not a color channel. Okay? So the bitmap, the BMP, does not have an alpha channel. In other words, it doesn't have a transparent channel. A JPEG does not support transparency. It does not have an alpha channel. PNG, by definition, does have an alpha channel. All right, so it's got red, green, blue, and an alpha channel. That alpha channel is typically no color. It's transparent. The Mandelbulb will output a PNG and assign black to that alpha channel. All right, or this background right here, that will be assigned to the alpha channel. All right, now you can get in here and you can make that background black or red or anything you want. That's a topic for another time. What I'm trying to describe to you is that Mandelbulb does not support transparency. All right, now let's go back to the back pic image. All right, so I'm on the lighting panel. I'm over on the back pic tab. I'm going to click this, and I have 2 background images. Those are PNGs, by the way. I'm going to open that up. All right, and we see here that I have a background. Obviously, it's distorted because I'm saying in here image rotation. I can rotate the background. All right, I can scale it, I can smooth it, I can fit. I can do a number of things with this background image. All right, intensity, that sort of thing. It is by definition out of focus because it is a background image. All right. Now, it's pretty cool. Well, let's get the navigator up here while we're at it. All right. All right, that's pretty cool. So I can, I don't know, let's slide. So I can slide, you see. All right, I can go back here. I'm walk in reverse, walk forward. I can rotate. All right. So my back pick will be part of the scene, but I can actually move. All right, I can move my whole scene, and the back pick will conform to my scene. All right, so fair enough. So that's the back pick. Now, if I want to change that back pick to another one, I would uncheck it, and the background went away, and I check it again. I can pick a different background. There we go. All right. So I can only have one background, obviously, but I can change it. Now let's get to the little bug here that I want to talk about in this Mandelbulb3D Gotcha Series session. If I, for whatever reason, I messed that up and I did things I didn't ultimately like about that, okay, I'm just messing around here with the back pick. I don't know, something like that. All right. Now, if I turn that off and I turn that back on again, it will not allow me to reselect a back pick that I had previous. Let's do that again. So I turn it off, the back pick is gone, turn it back on, it gives me the selection. That's what I had before, and I cannot reload a back pick. I can't reload a back picture. Now let's turn that off, turn it back on again. Now I'm going to pick a different background picture. Now it reloads, it loads. Now I want to get back to what I had before. Now I pick that one and it reloads. Again, if I turn the back pick off and I try to put back in what I already had, it will not load. Now, this doesn't crash anything. There's no damage done. It's just like when I first discovered, it's like, wow, okay, what am I doing wrong? You see? And it's just a time loss if you don't know if you don't expect it. It's just a loss of time. A little bit of frustration, and now you're worried, oh man, what got damaged over here? You see? So this is if you don't use the back pick, you're never going to see this. Now let's try something. All right. Let's turn this off again. Go back again. Let's pick that. All right. That's fine. Okay. Now look, I've got something over here in Navigator with a completely different background picture. I wonder what will happen if I push that over to main view. Does this background picture get replaced over here? Or do I lose that background picture in replacement of one that is selected? Let's find out. View to main, recalculate. So the background picture was retained as I selected here in the Navigator, in the back pick of the lighting panel. What I chose in what was sitting over in the Navigator didn't come over. a little bit annoying, but the navigator is intended to navigate. The navigator has no provisions whatsoever for you to manipulate or select the background pic. All right. So with that, now let's pull it back. So the background pic comes over here, but I can't modify the background pic. All right, so in conclusion of this particular bug, all right, which what am I calling? I'm calling it the background pic hide and seek. Let me demonstrate it, and then we'll wrap up this session. If I have a background pic, let's make no background pic. If I have a background pic that I choose, I can freely go to another background pic. But if I want to reload one that was already there, for whatever reason I might want to, I want to reset things maybe. Let's say I want to reset that, or I don't want that, or this. All right. So I want to reset it. Just so, all right. Now if I turn it off, turn it back on again, this is the one I had before, and I double click on that, it won't reload it. It will also won't reset anything. Okay? So that's the bug. A background pic will not, a background pic that was previously loaded won't reload. The way you deal with that is you load a different background pic, and then you go reload the one that you intended. That's the bug. All right, not catastrophic. I see no evidence that anything has been busted. There's no reason why I should have to restart the application, but it's just a little annoyance that you just be aware of. And I'll put this in the category of a quirk. All right, just a little annoying thing that some developer overlooked, and just a little annoying little thing. All right, so that's it on this session of the Mandelbulb3D Gotcha series. I hope it's helpful. There'll be some more serious stuff that we'll cover in time. So I'll see you on another Gotcha session. Take care.